Yeah, I'm about to do something a little stupid. It may work, it may not. It's just for fun. This is an underseat subwoofer from Hyenka. They sent this out to me for review quite a while ago, back in the winter months, and I didn't have the time nor the want to get out there and put it in my car. But we're going to do something fun for the home theater. This will go under a seat. It's not going to be a car seat. It's going to be my home theater chair. If you guys have been watching the channel, you guys know that I have a very bad null between 55 hertz up to 90. It's a huge dip, and nothing I do fixes it. Well, we're going to make this the problem solver. I'm going to put this under my seat, and I'm going to have it play around those frequencies, because in my seat, and only in my seat, do I have that null. So I'm going to put this underneath my seat and hook it up to my home theater. This will be my 5th sub in this room. I have 4 already. This will be my under seat subwoofer. So a little bit about the sub. This is a car audio sub, obviously, made to slide underneath your seat to enhance the low bass in your car in case you want a little extra oomph but don't want to take up a lot of space. You guys can see just how shallow this is. This is their 10-inch version. They have an 8-inch version. 150 watts RMS, 480 watts peak, and they say that it plays from 20 hertz up to, I don't know, a little over 200, something like that. It has a built-in amp on the bottom side of it. Bass boost, low pass filter, input gain, phase switch, so on and so forth. So your regular suspects has 2 RCAs, or you can do high level inputs if you want to wire it to some speakers if you want to. I'm going to be plugging this directly up to my Anthem AVM 70 preprocessor, so it's going to be playing the same bass information that all my other subwoofers are playing. Now, how do we power this thing? Well, I went to Amazon and I bought myself an AC to DC converter. I'm sorry. Yeah, I said that right. I thought I had it backwards. Yeah, AC to DC converter. So I'm going to plug this up to the wall. It's going to convert that power to DC voltage so that it can power the amp that's on that subwoofer. It has terminals on the front end just like you would see on a car battery, so positive and negative. And they give you some tools so that you can wire this to, say, an amplifier, for example. So I will be doing that. So this will be my AC to DC converter so that I can power that sub under my seat, and both of these will live underneath my seat. There's tons of space, a lot of heat dissipation, so it'll be fine. And just in case the subwoofer vibrates against my hardwood floors, I am gonna put on some rubber feet at the bottom to make sure that it doesn't vibrate when things get loud. Of course, this sub won't be as loud as the rest of my subs, but it will fill it in pretty nicely. So I'm excited. Some other accessories that the sub comes with is a bass knob, some mounting screws, the high level input, and then this is the RCA, but the phone cable that you hook up to the bass knob if you want to use it. I'm not going to use the bass knob because I'm going to use my AVM 70 preprocessor to do everything. So I'm going to get this hooked up. I'm already wired. I have my RCA already plugged into subwoofer output number 2 of my AVM 70. This will plug into the amplifier built into the sub. I'm going to slide that sucker on underneath the seat and we're going to watch a movie. Simple as that. Let's see how it works. So here is the plate amp that we're working with. And we have our 12 volt input, our remote, and our ground. So we're going to get both of those from the amplifier, or from the AC to DC converter. Now this is a remote wire. We don't have a remote wire on here. So we're going to use the auto sensing mode that this has. It's on right now. That way that it senses a signal and turns on and off, since we don't have a way to tell it to turn on and off instead. So we're going to get power and ground from the AC to DC converter, and then the remote wire will be unused. We'll use the auto on sensing. So this wire here is what we will use to plug into the 12 volt in the ground, and then we'll use the AC to DC converter, positive and negative. And then of course we have these terminals here so that we can crimp these on and then attach them to the converter. So should be pretty simple. All right, in the car audio world, when we see a green light, that usually means we're good. I'm going to play just a random song YouTube is on. Let's just make sure that this actually is working. Here we go. Oh, it is. Nice. Okay, here's what I want to do. I'm going to go into my phone here because I can control my AVM 70 from my phone. I'm going to go in and turn off sub number 2, or I'm sorry, sub number 1. Speakers, that's my profile. So if I turn off, let's see, what should I do? Because I can't turn off just one individual set. Let's see. So subwoofer number 2. Let's just turn down the volume to sub number 1 all the way down, which it almost is. This is at negative 10.5. Let's turn up sub number 2. Let's just turn it up so we can hear it. All right, I'm going to play a song. I see it moving. Okay. I'm going to find a song that's not copyright so we can do this. Let's try it. All right, check this out. So I turned off all the subs. Only this one is powered. And the only speaker that's playing sound right now is my center channel speaker. So I switched to my stereo mic because I want you guys to be able to hear the bass. So I'm going to turn up the volume on the sound system, then slowly start to turn up the sub here so you guys can hear what it does. So here we go. All right, let's turn up the sub. See if you can hear the difference. Can you hear the difference? It's moving by itself. It's actually kind of loud. You know, this thing's not half bad, actually. It actually plays pretty loud. I bet this would be pretty darn good in a car setting. But just in here, it's not bad at all. And it doesn't really play low. It says 20 hertz up to, I think, 200 hertz on the paper that they provide for you. It's more like 45 or 40 hertz. I mean, it's a small 10-inch in a sealed metal box. It's not going to play very low, but that's okay because all I want this to do is play 50 hertz to 90 hertz, and I can set that in the AVM 70. I can keep it from playing under 45 hertz. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to calibrate it and make it only be a mid-bass sub under my seat just to kind of fill in that little hole that nothing else seems to be able to. And what's cool about it is I can just press this button right here and just slide it on under. There we go. Now it's under my seat, and I can close the seat back, and nobody's ever going to know that it's there. So, fun video. Will this work? I don't know. I may not like it. It may throw off my sound quality. Oh well, it's just a fun little video. But I want to say thank you to Hyanka for sending this to me out for review. If you're going to be looking for this for its proper use in a car setting, it's great. Slide it under the seat, put it up to high level inputs, or if you have an aftermarket radio, plug it up to RCAs, tune it, and you have yourself some pretty good bass. It actually gets decently loud. I was actually surprised at how loud that it does get. So that's pretty impressive. So if you're using it for that, I think you'll be happy with it. If you're like me and you're crazy and you want to experiment, it may not be bad to throw in under your seats for the fun of it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Hyanka, for sending it to me out for review. I'll leave it down below in the description, a link, so you guys can take a look at it for yourself. Hit the like button, subscribe if you are not already, and we will see you in the next video. Keep this guy out. Peace.